right. Was there major malfunction? Certainly, right. Hey, baby, truth is in the place. So silly. What you see here is a copy of my Google Maps. September of 2020, I have traveled from sea to shining sea across this beautiful union and back again. Together, we have legioned, symboled, ambled, traveled. Met some fabulous people. We have peacefully protested, redressed, we've been wrapped, and held for ransom. Together, we have united. Together, we have documented, filmed, recorded, and held our public servants accountable and kept them transparent. We are united, and united we stand. And united we are, we the people.
Lady Justice inviting all the people out on an adventure. Let's go see what we can find. Who's in? Hey. It's Lady Justice, Liberty Press, at an undisclosed location, getting ready to make some phone calls on the Sarasota, Florida case. Just a flashback so you remember. Sarasota case is a case where I was kidnapped off of a open public sidewalk. I was there with 5 other activists, 5 other cameras, and I hadn't said a word to anyone. I had spoken as I was walking up to the scene to my camera. I was talking, for the good peeps out there, but I hadn't said anything. Once I got up there, I hadn't said anything to anyone, certainly not the police, not yet. I do believe Dr. Sean Berry had a brief little conversation. A few words flew back and forth, but it was positive. It was it was an all right talking back and forth. The officer that he was engaged with passed up Geo. Let me rephrase that. Passed up XXGOX. Passed up American Amy. Came straight to me, and Catch You Later, as well as Chuck Bronson, was over to what would have been my right, the way I was standing behind me. Nevertheless, let's fast forward. I'm still trying to wrap up that case. I'm supposed to have a public defender. I've been trying to call this public defender's office. This will be my 3rd attempt to calling. The first time I left a message, I got nobody. It was just a voice message. I waited a week. Nobody from that office called me back. I left my name, my phone number, all my details. Nobody called me back. So then I called a few days ago, 3 days ago now. It was actually July 5th when I called. And Maggie Wagoner was getting ready to go into court in like 3 minutes. So the person that answered the phone said she'd give her details to me. She'd call me back later that afternoon on the 5th, July 5th, or the following day, which was yesterday. Day 4 yesterday. Traveling, doing everything I'm doing is, yeah. Anyway, she should have called me back on the 6th. She should have called me back. She did not. So today is Friday, July 8th. It is 10:11 a.m. I am going to call the office of Maggie Wagner. She is supposed to be my public defender, according to Judge Quartermain, who gave me her information. And I've got court on the 19th of July. She's working for me, so she needs to get to work for me. Anyway, you know how I feel about that stuff. So I'm going to talk to her about that if I can talk over the noise that you're hearing. Somebody's doing yard work behind me. So here we go.
You have reached the Office of the Public Defender in Sarasota, Florida. Please listen carefully as our menu options have changed. If you know your party's 5-digit extension, please press 1 now. Si usted no habla inglés, oprime el número 2. If you know the name of your attorney, please press 3 now. For further assistance, for attorneys Maggie Wagner or Scott Prophet, press 1. Michelle A. You have reached the legal assistant for the misdemeanor division. If you leave a message, we will return your call as soon as possible, or press 0 to be redirected to the front desk if this is an urgent matter. Record your message after the tone.
It's an
When
urgent
you're
matter.
finished, you can please hold. Someone will help you in a moment.
This is my third phone call, so yeah, it's urgent. I haven't even spoken to Maggie.
301, Office of Public Defender.
Hello?
Yes, how can I help you?
Yes, I have been trying to get a hold of my public defender. I have not yet had the opportunity.
Ma'am, could you please hang up and call back? There's a lot of static. I can't hear you.
Okay, I will do that. That will be my fourth phone call to this office. Thank you. Okay, we're going to call back.
You have reached the Office of the Public Defender in Sarasota, Florida. Please listen carefully as our menu options have changed. If you know your party's 5-digit extension, please press 1 now. Si usted no habla inglés, oprime el número 2. If you know the name of your attorney, please press 3 now. For further assistance, please press 0. Thank you.
Pressing 0.
Happy Friday, Office of Public Defenders.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I'm called back. You asked me to call back, so I'm doing so. I have left several messages with my public defender. I was told on the 6th of July that she would be calling me back either later that day because she had court or the following day. Well, I patiently and have been very patiently waiting for that callback. And Judge Quartermain told me that Maggie Wagner would be my public defender.
Please hold. You have reached the legal assistant for the misdemeanor division. If you leave a message, we will return your call as soon as possible, or press 0 to be redirected to the front desk if this is an urgent matter. Record your message. Please hold. Someone will help you in a moment. How can I help you?
Yes, who am I speaking with?
The front desk.
Your name, please.
I don't have to give that to you. How can I help you?
You do have to give that to me because you do work for me.
How can I help you,
Okay,
ma'am?
I am trying and have been trying to get a hold of my public defender. I have left multiple messages. I've even been told by, I believe it was her legal assistant or whoever answers her phone, takes her messages, that she would be in fact calling me on July 6th. She did not, or the following day, and she did not. So now I am calling now, and this is now my 5th phone call to this establishment, this office. And I need to make an appointment with my public defender, obviously. And so,
Who is your attorney?
Maggie Wagner,
Okay.
according to
Hold on,
Judge
is your name?
according to Judge Quartermain. If you're just transferring me to her
I'm
voicemail,
not going to just transfer you, but
Okay.
if you're going to continue to talk to me like that, I'm not going to do anything for you because I do not have to if you're going to talk to me like that.
well,
Do you understand?
you don't have to
Like
talk to
your
me
name,
like
so I
that
can
either.
help you.
This is being
You have to
recorded.
understand, I have not done anything to you. I'm trying to help you.
Okay.
You're telling me.
Thank you.
what
Well,
you-
thank you. I'm
Okay.
letting you know where I'm coming from, and you, as working there in this office, should understand. I should only have
And
to
I
be
do
called.
understand, but
Okay.
you have to understand how you came at me as soon as I got on the phone.
Well,
I don't
okay.
have to take it.
I've already
I don't.
called
I haven't done
this
anything to
office
you.
this morning 3 times. I've been transferred around. I bounced around. I have called that office 5 other times trying to get a hold of that. Public defender of mine, supposedly, is who she is.
Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah,
what's
there
your
is a
first
little
and last name
frustration.
so I can try to figure this out for you.
Okay, thank you.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to put you on a brief hold.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, so your attorney right now is meeting with another client, so I wasn't able to get her, and the legal assistant is in court for some reason right now, so I'm not able to get you an appointment right now. Do you have a good callback number?
Yes, and I've left my number, and I'm sorry if I appear like I'm not trusting y'all, but I don't trust y'all because I've left my number several times, and that's all I was trying to tell you, ma'am, so you would understand that it is frustrating because I should only have to make 1, maybe 2 phone calls at the most to be assisted. You know, you would think.
I hear you, but at the same time, you also have to think, I don't know when your next court date is.
July
but the
19th.
attorney-
It's July 19th.
Okay.
And I've been calling you guys since the end of May, since I was told by Judge Quartermain that Maggie Wagner would be my public defender. And that was in June 21st, I believe. So since then, I've been calling your office, and I have left multiple messages. And I have even been told finally by a person, a human, finally, on the 5th of June or of July, that my attorney was, or maybe it was the 6th, she was supposed to be calling me back that day, and then, or the next day. And I've been patiently waiting. But a person's patience runs out eventually, you know what I mean? Especially when they're promised,
I get you.
Okay.
But
Well, I'm
unfortunately,
trying to
she's
run
at
you
court
up.
this week, and
Okay,
she's
I'm
got
trying
a
to
lot
run
of
you.
appointments.
Okay, I'm trying to run you up to speed so you understand where the people out here are coming from when they, because some people aren't going to explain it so nicely. I feel like I was actually being nice. And if you don't own a situation, don't own it. And you were trying to own it. I was not upset with you until you started telling me you don't have to tell me who you are. Yeah, you work for the public. You kind of do. But nevertheless, go ahead and I guess do what you got to do so I can get my appointment that I've been trying to make.
What is your
Now,
number?
do you have any possible idea approximately? I'm not saying to the minute, just approximate when I will get a phone call back.
I do not, but as soon as she gets out of her meeting, whether it's the legal assistant or the attorney, I'm going to go ahead and give them this message so that they know to give you a call because you have court coming up.
Yes, and it would be nice for me to have a meeting by Zoom,
Okay.
because I'm no longer in Florida, and the judge
Okay,
knows
so you're
that
in Idaho?
No, I'm not in Idaho yet. I'm trying to get that way, but I'm not there yet. But I'm not in Florida. That's where I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, well, I will definitely let either one of them know, whoever comes out first, okay?
Thank you. And again, I do
You're
have
welcome.
I do have permission from Judge Quartermain. She told me I didn't have to stay in Florida, so I'm
Okay.
I'm gone. All right, thank you.
That's fine.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Wow. Yeah. All I can say is if a situation or a scenario is not owned by you, don't own it. Don't get upset. Don't get pissed off because somebody's coming and explaining the situation so you in hopes that you have a big picture of the true what's going on. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see if we get a phone call back in just exactly when we get the phone call back. I wanted to update everyone on the goings on in Sarasota, Florida court case. I did, in fact, have court on the 19th, and they did offer me the same plea deal that they offered me back in June when I went to court then, and they gave me back-to-back plea deals. I have let my public defender know and understand I am not going to take a plea deal on this, that my rights were in fact violated that evening, that I should not have been arrested, kidnapped, tortured, assaulted, viciously assaulted. I was left with bruising. Yes, several of my rights were in fact violated, and it should never have happened. And Sarasota Sheriff's Department needs to understand and know when you have free people that's not detained, that's totally free people in a free country, in a free society, standing on a public sidewalk that is in fact open, they can do pretty much whatever they want. They certainly have freedom of speech. They certainly have freedom of movement. They certainly, and courts have ruled on this time and time again. Absolutely. There is case law out there. So I'm not stressed. I'm really not worried. But I have, in fact, made the motion to dismiss this case a couple of different times. Even with Judge Quartermain, I sent that over there to them. So I need to let my public defender know. Ultimately, a dismissal would suit this case perfect because I don't think they have jurisdiction on me. In fact, I know they have no jurisdiction. They've never had jurisdiction on me. You cannot criminalize constitutionally protected activity, no matter how hard you try. Take that to the bank, Sarasota, Florida. Till then, it's Lady Justice, Liberty Press, catching you on the other side. Giddy up.